Yo, yo, let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, what it is, fam? What it is, what it is. For real. Hey, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? It's your host, Arthur Chill Fatty. We finna get into it a few. Give me 1 second here. Make sure everything, okay. Everything is everything. Chat. For real. Hey, I want to get this top chat out of here, though. Okay, we good. Close that. Down. Live chat. Everything Gucci. For real. Give me 1 second here. Pop out dashboard. Close that down. Live stream settings. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure everything. Choose from your love. So, okay. All right, we good, family. We good. Hey, what's happening though? What's up? What it is? Long time. Hit that like button, like, subscribe. Tell a friend so they'll tell another friend. Y'all tap in. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna share this thing to Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, X, all that. Let me get on the stream. Give me 1 second, huh? Share this thing. Get it out to the fam. We live. Niggas don't want to hear the truth. Streets, hood, gospel, preach. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Copy this link. You feel me? Post this thing. Y'all get it in, man. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with your boy. Okay. Tap in. Niggas don't want to hear the truth. Bingo. Let's go. Shout it. Let's go. Thing post. Y'all let the thing post. So how it been for y'all? Niggas don't want to hear the truth. Niggas want to hear the other shit. You feel me? They don't want to hear the truth. You feel me? I already know what it is. Let's get into it, man. I should have did this here on stream, but you know, it's just me chopping it up, talking. You hear me? Chopping it up, talking. Yeah. For real, chopping it up, talking. Let's listen to a little bit of that Gucci Woochie. You hear me? Let's see what this here is. Let me get a little bit of this Gucci in and see how y'all feel about this here, man.
Are you a real estate investor? Okay, because if you are, there's actually two paths you can take. And one path.
School up. Yeah. What down? Nigga, I hate to see you up. Tell the the truth. You went out like a real crash dummy. And after all that, boy, you still signed to me? Wow. I'm like Birdman and nigga, this my cash money. And your fat ass flunky, he a stone cold junkie. You know I got my bread up, I always keep my head up. I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. I walk in the room, you can feel the pressure building. Niggas got me up the whole time they plotting against me. I don't take it personal, for me it's only business. And I don't wanna conversate if it ain't about no million. Don't kill you, make you stronger. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. My money keep getting longer, now these haters got amnesia. So I gotta move tactical, every move magical. And I'm from East Atlanta, but the diamonds come from Africa. They love you when you're broke, but they hate you when you win. And then when you take a loss, that's when the haters get the grin. And it's all on you, can't be wearing no disguise. If you play stupid games, then you win stupid prizes. Some people like to take a nigga kindness for weakness. I pulled up on business, but y'all was on some weak shit. The artist and the CEO, I wear a lot of hats. They smile in your face, then they stab you in your back. You learn from your daddy, so I guess that is hereditary. I'm that same nigga that put money on your commissary. A nigga settled the plate like Suge Knight did with Drake, but I ain't easy eating, nigga, and this ain't back in the day. The 1017, the label, I built this shit from the ground, and I be damned if I let a nigga take my shit down. No. Pressure on the chest, but I still ain't pressed. No. Pen to the paper, but it's under duress.
For real?
Read between the lines, I don't settle for less. Step up to the plate, my nigga, life is a test. Man, they on that broke shit, and I'ma reach as his head. The head nigga in charge, it's my name on the check. Nigga jealous of me, dog, remind me of my ex. Another day, another dollar, on to the next. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. My heart turned cold. My heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. Keep that fake love, I don't want it no more. My heart turned cold. My heart turned cold. CEO, this I'm tape for life. Big Gucci. This for all the crazy.
Hey, what it is? This your host, Author Chill Fatty, man. We going in, we live, you know what I mean? Tap in, tell a friend on the For Real podcast. Yeah, me for real. Hey, praising who? The Most High, baby. Hey, you know. the things about life, family, is livelihood. And once you understand morals, values, principles, and learning how to build a kingdom on earth, you start to realize as you get older the levels that you had to go through, the trials and tribulations you had to overcome when people left you for dead, when you was homeless, when you was sleeping in your car, when you had to look for change between the seats. Yeah. When you was sleeping in 18-degree weather. Yeah. See, it's all on you. You want that grace, you want that mercy. You got to go through something. You think these gray hairs come on my chin for nothing? Huh? You think I ain't been shot twice for nothing? You think I ain't been robbed out my car for nothing? You think I ain't got to tell a story to tell? How God brought me from the bottom? And we still going? You think I ain't finna give God the glory of my story? When he the author and finisher of my faith? They don't want to hear the truth. See, if I knew if I put Gucci Man on here, play a little Gucci song, you hear me? Yeah. Y'all will tune in, tap in. Tell a friend so they'll tell another friend. But this the real truth. You got to go through it to get to it. Yeah, you got to put in work. You really got to put in work. It just ain't gonna come to you. No, you got to get out there and get it. It ain't gonna come to you. I'm a living example. God designed you for success. Why you think you was put here on earth? You put your faith in the Most High, God gonna help you succeed. Yeah, he gonna do that. I'm a witness. I've been living it. I know it. You know what? Y'all don't understand the game. Game meant to be sold, not told. These millionaires on the stock market, they beef with lawsuits. That's how the millionaires beef, with lawsuits. Pooh Shiesty want to come out here and beef with a gun. Crazy. It shows you the mentality and the level of education individuals have on different levels of life, on levels of business. The man say he pulled up on business. Conversation talking about millions. You pull up with a gun. It don't work that way in the real world. Excuse my French, that's a whole different type of mentality. That's like a mentality that you still in the jungle stage, the jungle level. Yeah. You ain't fully evolutionized your mindset. You feel me? Nah, you ain't done that yet. See, niggas don't want to hear the truth. This shit here come from blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah. This shit here come from 3 prison bids. Yeah, I just ain't make it here overnight. Nah. This come with time, essence, study, due diligence, work ethic, paying tithes, planting good seed and good soil. Some seed gonna fall through the wayside, fall by the wayside. Everybody ain't gonna hear what you trying to say. Everybody ain't gonna see the vision you got in your mind, in your heart, and what you feel in your spirit. Everybody got different walks of life. Because nobody don't want to hear nobody else's truth. And truth is measured by its substance. A tree that bears good fruit, you will still ripe and reap it in good harvest. Yeah, for real. You better listen. Listen. Your dreams and goals are sometime for you to see. Just for you. Your business sometimes just for you. Yeah. Better believe it. And when it's time to come out of that soil, it's that time. But it's going to go through stages. In life, being an entrepreneur, being an artist, being a person of creating, being a person of productivity, providing a service to the people, you're going to go through levels and stages of life in business. You're going to have your ups, your downs, your twists, your turnarounds, everything. You're going to go through all the stages. And if you come like where I come from, and I come from like where many other people come from, being shot, being in prison, writing books, creating content, and just grinding. You know, following the path that God has set before me. I can't do it like nobody else. I gotta only do it the way I see I can do it. I can get tips, I can get a little knowledge, but at the end of the day, we all got different fingerprints. Everybody was created with different fingerprints on the universe. So everybody's path is different. We may cross paths. We may link up, may kick it for a little bit. But at the end of the day, I got to still travel through the maze. I got to make it to the destination. I got to reap the prize for the hard work. And the harder you work, the bigger the prize. You want to stay mediocre? You're going to get mediocre. You want to stay small? You're going to stay small. You want to think low and think with your lower nature? That's all you're going to get. You want to think on another level? You got to take the steps. You got to grind. Listen, it's an old saying that say you got to grind hard to shine hard. Yeah, hey, listen, you got to grind hard to shine hard. People don't build empires overnight. Rome wasn't built in one day. Mansa Musa didn't travel to Egypt. It had so much gold. That yeah. Got to basically invest in your resources, invest in your relationships, partnerships. The reason why you got relationships, partnerships, it's a ship. If you don't understand a ship gonna take you from one place to the next place, it's just something ain't clicking up there for you. Feel me? It's a ship. Relationship. Partnership. Entrepreneurship. They all ships. Get you from one spot to the next spot. It's been there. If you read the biblical text, the whole Bible, and whatever spiritual book you may encounter or read, it's all about business of building peace on earth, building your kingdom from the divine downloads that you received here on earth. Yeah, for real. I'm telling you. Don't get fooled or tricked by the plans and the plots of the enemy. See, you can tell who the enemy is when they always got something negative to say. If you always speaking positive in that spirit, it's in the person that always have negative to say, and you not building, you don't need her in your life. You don't need him in your life. Yeah, that's the truth. If y'all not trying to build on one accord and seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. If you ain't trying to do that with your partner in that business ship, that relationship, that entrepreneurship, which that ship gonna carry you from one spot to the other. Yeah, but you got to be willing to walk on water. That's why when Peter seen Jesus walking on water, he said, "Hey man, get out the ship." Because every ship gonna go through a storm. Every ship gonna go through a test. That's why when the disciples was on the ship, and whatever relationship you in, your ship, it's gonna go through trials, tests, and tribulations. But Joshua, Jesus, he was asleep, chilling. And they was afraid that the ship was gonna sink. And sometimes you may start a business. You may start your rap career, your content creation. You trying to get monetized, and every time it may look like, dang man, I ain't making it nowhere. But you got to be consistent and be persistent. And your ship gonna go through them little storms. But you got to be calm in the midst of the storm. And believe on the Most High. On Yahshua, on the prize. Because the ship gonna rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? The waves gonna get high. The current's gonna get rough. Why you in that relationship? Why you in that partnership? Why you pursuing entrepreneurship? Because it's all a ship. It's from to get you from one point in life to the next point in life. It's business. God is about business. God is about production. God is about helping you be successful in life. When people are trying to pursue success in life, they don't have time for the bullshit in the streets. The streets is the streets. They done with that life. That shit over with. It's just as simple as that. I'm 51. That shit over with to me. I listen to some street music. I go down memory lane. I be like, yeah, I used to trap. I used to do this. I used to do that. But at the end of the day, man, I'm trying to stay on business, man. I'm trying to run my company. I'm trying to promote ads. I'm trying to grassroots hustle. I'm trying to grow. People ain't got time to be on that BS. You feel me? Lawyers are for that. When you come to another level in life, when you run into problems with contracts and business, you let the lawyers handle that. That cannot be handled by force. That mentality will crush you all your life if you steady trying to handle everything by force, by image, thinking you a fairy tales rap star, gangster rap star. It don't work like that. That's the dream they done sold you. Yeah. And you brought into it. I'm just gonna give it to you real. I brought into it. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it's up to you to use it, not abuse it. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to use it, not abuse it. Because when you abuse it, it's going to crush you. It's going to take you under. A lot of talent that the Most High has given people, they have abused their talent and their power that they gain from their talent. That's why a lot of them are suffering today. Because they use their gifts for the wrong thing. You can look around and take a look back and step back and see, like, okay, such and such having a good run. Such and such having a good run. They doing the right thing. And your spirit gonna let you know who doing the right thing. What type of energy that you seeing? They cool with the community. They doing what they gotta do. They are not promoting poison. You feel me? They just trying to make it happen. Heard the little beep beep. I praise the Most High because one day I was just laying chilling in my bed. Yeah, real story, true talk. And some say, hey man, just put a little ad on Facebook Marketplace and might catch a few hits. You never know. Got to be able to cast your net over the boat, over the ship. You never know what you might catch. You got to jump out on faith. And see, that's the whole key. You got to be able to walk on water. You got to be able to trust God. You got to be able to trust Jesus, Yahshua, by faith. Faith without works is dead. You could talk all you want to talk, but if you ain't showing no action behind your faith, it's dead. So yeah, I put the ad in the Facebook market. I said, okay, Most High, bless this ad in the market. Next thing you know, I'm chilling, I'm cooling. I've been getting hits. Boom. Caught me one client. Boom. Caught another client. Boom. Caught another client. You know what I'm saying? All because I took action. Faith without works is dead. I leaned out. I cast my net over the boat, over the ship. Like I'm telling you, this ship, the relationship, the partnership, all of that is to get you from one point to the next point. So you got to be real. You got to build your relationship with the Most High first. If you ain't built your relationship with God and living through Joshua's principles, morals, they say, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all this righteousness. Seek God first, the kingdom of heaven and all this righteousness, and everything else going to be added unto you. You do that. It may take a little time because you're going to go through some tests and trials. Because, see, with a relationship with the Most High, a partnership with the Most High, and He's going to bring you into entrepreneurship, you feel me? It's all a ship. It's to get you from one spot to the next spot. But you got to go through twists and turns, ups and downs, twists and turnarounds. You're going to be tested like Job. You're going to be tested like Abraham. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to give up something to get something. You're going to have to cut some things off to go this far. You're going to have to leave some people behind to keep going. But God ain't gonna put no more on you than you can bear. Yeah. It's just straight like that. Just straight like that. So yeah, bite to the subject and the matter at hand, man. At the end of the day, it's all business. You can't handle business with the muscle. In this business world, these corporations, these executives, they handle business with lawyers. It's non-violent. You want to see me? You want to fight me? You want to go to war? Meet me in court. All that talking about, man, I'm listen, I'm worth 50 million. I ain't coming, I'm not on that. My wife, she worth M's too. You think I'm finna give up all of this here that I done came bottom up from? Because you chose to not use the federal institution when you was locked up as a way to educate yourself on how the system really works, on how the game really go. You wanted to be the celebrity behind closed doors. I'm gonna give it to you real. I know how I go. I done been there. I done done that. You can check the paperwork, no nothing on me. Straight up, I'm one of the real ones. So all the other you know what I'm saying? I don't really care about it. Yeah, this off the chill fatty, the real deal. In the flesh. See, I ain't gonna get that much promotion. You feel me? I'm one of the black sheep on this game, on this thing, on this throne. Yeah, I come from nothing. Self-made. Sleeping in my cup. Yeah. Yeah, hey, but that's the way the game go. You got to go through something to get something. It's always something you got to give up to get everything you want. And that's the name of the game. It's levels to the game. But you got to stay prayed up. The way is straight and narrow. Yeah. And you got to live by those principles, man. I'm going to tell y'all what helped me along the way. Let me tell you what helped me along the way. I should have did a Dr. Miles Monroe video with this. Too late and too bad right now. I'm not really on streaming. Cause I could have just shot over and shared my screen. You know what I'm saying? Let you know who Dr. Miles Monroe is. So if you ever into really getting your life together, getting your life on track, I recommend and I suggest you listen to Dr. Miles Monroe every day. I'm giving you some game. I'm giving you the real deal. Because this man here is the real deal. And once you learn how to listen with your heart, not with your ear. Listen spiritually and mentally, not physically. Because those is different levels to this game. And once you say, okay, this relate to me, then you're going to see. Because it's levels. The name of the game is stay at your soul. Stay at your soul, family. Yeah. It's all about energy. It is vampires out here. You gonna see. That's why I love what I do in life. You hear me? You got to find your peace. Once you out of the streets, you looking for peace. Once you done made your mind up, I ain't got no adversaries. I can go in grocery stores. I ain't burn no bridges. I'm just me. I'm chilling. Now, a lot of people ain't gonna like cause you just you chilling from where you come from. But at the end of the day, you know that you got a clean rep. You good. You straight. And once you come to that in life and understanding the business about the truth of life and why you hood her and put on earth and why you have a purpose. Yeah. God designed you for success. Yeah, you. Yeah, God designed you for success. You think you ain't beat out 999,000 sperm cells? See, listen, when you succeed, you bring people closer to your walk with the Most High. And the more harder your struggle was, that bring people even more closer because they seen what you went through. They witnesses. They experienced it. They was there. They saw you struggle. They saw you get it from the mud. They saw you go through the roughest times in your life. They thought you was gonna be on drugs. They thought you were gonna be on crack. They thought you were gonna be on heroin. They thought you were gonna be on fatty. They thought you were gonna be on dope jack, sleeping under the bridge. Had nothing. Yeah, that's how they thought you were gonna be, chosen. Yeah. They left you for dead, chosen. Yeah, they did that. But you learned the business and the principles of the kingdom mindset. And that's why I'm telling you to go to Dr. Miles Monroe. Get that content. It's Monroe Global on YouTube. They got an app too as well. But just feed your mind. You know what I'm saying? Just feed your mind. And he don't talk about religion. He just talk about building the kingdom. You feel me? God bless it there, Miles Monroe. Yeah, from the Bahamas. Yeah. But you know, I listen to the teachings. I listen to the talk. You feel me? That's the way they is. That's the way the game go. Cause see, it's levels. And once you start building your mind, you're gonna see that, yeah, man, this is what it is. And also, when you go to unpacking, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness, and everything will be added unto you. Let me show you something. We're gonna break this down in an esoteric way. And esoteric is, that's hidden knowledge. You feel me? So it says, seek ye first. This isn't about physically searching outside yourself. It's about turning inward. In esoteric teaching, seeking means becoming aware of your thoughts, mastering your mind, raising your consciousness. It is called to self-mastery before material pursuit. See, you got to pursue the inner riches that the Most High has put inside of you, and everything else gonna come. Your gifts, your talent, providing a product, a service, being a creator here on earth. Yeah, listen, it says the kingdom is not a place in the sky. It's a state of being. Many mystics interpret this as your higher consciousness, your divine nature, your awakened mind. Even Luke 17:21 confirms this. The kingdom of God is within you. Luke's, hey, I didn't say it. It's right here. Luke 17:21. The kingdom of God is within you. You feel me? So, basically, heaven represents harmony, peace, alignment with divine law. I'm just going to drop it down right there because at the end of the day, you got to move how you got to move. But you got to move in accordance to the way our ancestors taught us in learning the universal laws of nature. See, the ship is on water. Water. Bruce Lee said, you got to be formless like water. So when the waves come to rock the ship, you got to know how to be flexible and move with the waves. You feel me? And that's having great faith. But if you don't got faith without works, it's just dead. So you got to know how to stay focused in the midst of the storm and be calm and just hold on. Just hold on. And the ship ain't going to sink. It's going to make it to dry land. You're going to be able to walk out the ship and flourish. Yeah. Cast your net over the ship. You've been fishing for a couple of days. Be like, man, I ain't catching nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was with me. I was like, man, I'm doing this. God said, hey, man, cast your net over here. Put that ad over here. Put that ad on Facebook Marketplace. I put my ad on Facebook Marketplace through faith. I cast my net. Boom. Next thing you know. But that wouldn't have happened if I didn't believe in the Most High. If I wasn't following the principles and the teachings of Jesus, of Yahshua. Well, none of this wouldn't have happened. See, everything looks small. But at the end of the day, 2 breads, 2 loaves of bread and 5 fish fed 5,000. Let me say this again. Everything looks small. But at the end of the day, 2 loaves of bread and 5 fish fed 5,000 people. So just imagine by me placing that ad in Facebook Marketplace with a prayer of faith, how many people I'm going to be able to feed, and how many people are going to be able to feed me, because I stepped out on faith. I'm providing a product and a service. And giving God the glory. Just the other day, yesterday, I went and did a house, expecting to receive this by me working hard, quality work, planting good seed in good soil. The client blessed me with a lawnmower and a brand new blower. No lie. A brand new Craftsman blower, a brand new lawnmower was given to me yesterday because I put an ad in Facebook Marketplace by faith. God is good. Now, see, that's giving God the glory of the story. Because of the simple fact, you never know when you provide that product or service to people, God gonna put you on the right path to meet the right people. No matter what come your way, no matter what distractions, long as you stay focused on what God got you focused on, it's gonna happen. You stick to the plan. You stick to the strip. You stay focused. You stay disciplined. You never fall weak to your lower nature. You got to grind, though. You got to look at it and be like, where I see my life 5 years from now, where I see my life 10 years from now, where I want to be sitting at, how I want to be living, how I want to build God's kingdom on earth. You done already been through the fire. It's time to live. It's time to grind. And if you're going through the fire, which we all go through the fire, it ain't doing nothing but shaping and molding you. That's why T.D. Jakes' church is called a potter's house. Because in Jeremiah, the potter was shaping and molding the pot. And sometimes you got to go through the fire. And you take water, clay, and put it on the fire so you can be molded. In the fire, you may be going through divorce. You may lost your job. You may be in financial crisis. You may have a sickness. It's the fire. But if you hold on, it's just shaping and molding you for the next level. That's why you got to climb Jacob's ladder. Jacob broke his hip. He said, your name ain't Jacob no more. We're going to call you Israel. Yeah. I'm going to make you a leader of many nations. 12 tribes going to come out from you. The Lion of Judah going to come out from you. The wisest king in the world going to come out from you. Yeah. So you never know what the Most High going to do with you in life if you follow his path, his ways, teachings, his laws, and what he gonna have for you. Because when I went to cut the lady yard, I didn't know I was gonna receive the blessings. I just went to do a work that started from a Facebook ad, in a thought, in an idea. See, it's a writer that my teacher taught me, Dr. Miles Monroe, that says, sweet are the adversities of life, because at that point, your mind is the sharpest. And that writer is William Shakespeare. I'm going to say it again. Sweet are the adversities of life, because at that moment, your mind is the sharpest. So when you down bad and you're going through the struggle, your mind becomes the sharpest. Like, I got to survive. I got to find a way. And that's the Most High giving you that download, telling you what to do, how to go about it the right way, not the wrong way. Because see, Satan to try to jump in and try to help you make a quick buck, try to show you how to make some fast money. That's why he took Jesus to the top of the mountain and showed him all the riches and the glories of the earth. You heard what I said, the riches and the glories of the earth. But the Bible tells you to seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all this richness and righteousness and everything else will be added to you. See, you seek the Most High first, then you can get everything else, because the earth your turf. But if you try to go the other way, it's going to go up fast, it's going to come down fast. That's why the man made the song Crash Dummy. Because that's what dummies do. Dummies crash out. Because they chasing fame. They chasing money. They chasing material wealth. They ain't spiritually mature yet. They ain't been through the fire. That's why you got the first time loser, second time loser, third time loser, first OG, double OG, triple OG, first time felon, second time felon, third time felon, first time been to prison, second time been to prison, third time been to prison, first degree of masonry, second degree of masonry, third degree of masonry. It's levels. Which level you want to be on in life? You got to ask yourself that question for you. You're a chosen one? You feel you're a chosen one? You feel you done been through the fire? You feel you standing on business? You feel you know how to handle business when the opposition come to you at a different way, on a different time, on a different level? Will you resort back to your street mentality? All because of words? If you sold your soul to the devil, and you under contract, you think you're gonna be able to come to the devil with a pistol, with an AK-47? No, you done sold your soul. He don't care how you try to come back and get it. You ain't gonna get it. Don't, and you listen. You think you done sold your soul to the devil, and thinking you're going to be able to get it back by muscle, by force, with that, and still be able to keep what the devil gave you. You got to be out your goddamn mind. I'm going to say this again. You think you gonna sign that contract and be like, okay, say, I done sold my soul. I'm living good. I got my nice cars, my material wealth, my house, my chains, my rings, my necklace, my cash, my M's, I'm up. But I want to get out of this shit. You got to be a goddamn fool if you think the devil gonna let your ass out that contract. You don't work like that. No. The only way you're going to get out of that contract is you get everything back. Everything. You can't hold on to nothing. And you got to start over from bottom. Start over from scratch. And you got to go about it a whole different route. You can't even be tied in with the way you got there the first time. Because that way you got there the first time was by self-greed. I'm going to give it to you real. On a For Real podcast. Yeah, I'm going to give it to you straight up. You can't get it that way no more. The game ain't made that way. It done bypassed you. It's already gone. It's a whole new. We living in the digital economy. I done wrote 2 motions, sent them to the courts with ChatGTP. I don't even have to hire a lawyer. We living in the digital economy. 90% of everything you do is off your phone. We living in the digital economy. So if you stay with that street mentality, you're going to be stuck like Chuck. I hate to say it. Yeah. The YN, they going to run circles around you. They already utilizing AI. I use AI. Artificial intelligence. If you don't know how to use simple software, simple apps, you're going to be lost. You got to stay with the current times. You got to know what's going on in the economy. If you're running a business, you got to know how to file taxes. And even if you don't, you hire people. You get you an accountant. Whatever you're trying to do in that spot you can't fulfill, you hire somebody to fill that spot. You build a team. You build a network. You play this position. You play this position. Listen, Jesus knew that he couldn't do it by himself. Joshua knew, the Most High knew, like, hey, I can't do this by myself to spread this gospel. I need a team. So he got 12 disciples. Then he had Martha and Mary and the other women. You need a team. Ain't no I in team. You need a network. You need a spider web. You can only be self-made for so long. Or you just gonna stay right there at that stage. But if you're trying to go global, if you're trying to go national, worldwide, you need a team. If not, you're gonna stay stuck in local. You ain't gonna never grow. Yeah. You gotta have a plan and a system. And work your system every day. Stay consistent every day. It's gonna be tough days, it's gonna be rough days, it's gonna be days you ain't gonna hear nothing from nobody. People ain't gonna even give you a view. People ain't gonna even give you a like. But you gotta keep going. So what? You cannot be discouraged. You got to be ye encouraged. Because God said he knew you and shaped you before you was even put here in your mama womb. Yeah, he tell you that in Jeremiah. He said, I already knew you before you was in your mother's womb. That's cold. That means you ain't even really from here. You a whole special person. You just here chilling. Come on, man. Don't let me go too deep. You know how it is. You know how we do it. For real. Hey, you great king. You great king. You great queen. You the one. You the fun. You gonna be the first millionaire in your family. Yeah. You're gonna be the first millionaire in your family, king. Yeah, queen. You the one. You're a chosen one. I know you the chosen one. You done been through too much. God did not bring you this far to leave you. Hey, we finna click off. We're gonna do a part 2 to this. You know. Hey, the main thing, man, I'm proud of between the Gucci Mane and the Pooh Shiesty thing is nobody lost their life. Now, no matter what the consequences may be for the parties involved, but nobody lost their life. You can always bounce back. No matter what. You can always bounce back. But you got to give your life to the Most High. For real. I'm a witness. Hey, like, subscribe, tell a friend so they'll tell another friend. It's good checking in with y'all, man. Till we meet again. Yeah.